to review plan changes for the Bagel Street Deli project that was submitted to us for review. We are meeting on March 10th at 3 p.m. And who is present, since not everyone is showing up on my screen? I see Guy is here, Pam, Paul. Who else do we have?
We have 6 members present. Marianne, all members except Richard Vetter are here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we do have a quorum, so we can go ahead with our meeting. And I think we've all seen the new plans for Bagel Street Deli. Much for doing this, sending them on so quickly. And let's begin by looking at the old business, which is to look at the changes that RVC has made to the plans. Does anyone have comments to make?
Comments? I think that the main purpose of the meeting, isn't it, to review? I mean, we discussed 4 points that we wanted to have clarified from our Monday meeting.
Yes.
Those 4 points were the fabric for the awning, the detailing, construction materials of the front handrails that are going to be, I think, 36 inches high on Court Street that enclose the small seating area that has been created in front of the building. We discussed the actual materials that are going to be used on the facade, which I think we wanted, we're assuming, and John can confirm, it's going to be wood. Exterior wood.
Right.
At one point, there was a graphic representation of shingles, which caused some eyebrows to be raised, and John was going to clarify specifically what we were going to do there, or what he's going to do there. And the 4th item that we discussed that needed more clarification from Pam's Callahan's standpoint was the graphics that were going to be on the sign. And John can go from there. And I think I've reviewed the drawings, and everything looked like it was addressed as far as I could see.
I don't know if everybody's had a chance to look at them, or do I need to bring them up to show them right now, or?
I've seen them.
Okay.
I agree with John. Looks like you covered everything. Looks good. Good.
I think we've all seen it.
There is a funny graphic with that front railing, in the sense that they're drawn to look as though they are opaque, as though they are solid. However, I am assuming that they are picketed and pierced.
You are correct. They're just not in 3D, so I can't make the background come through. So
I don't even want to go there in discussing the nature of.
Sounds good.
Did someone else
I
have
shouldn't say couldn't.
Okay.
I've got a question for Paul. And you're, Paul, when you get back on, you're on mute. There you go. Hey, the group sold them that building. And the building's all, the sale is closed and everything, but I still may have a bit of a conflict of interest on this. We have plenty of people here, and if I abstain, it'll still pass, no problem, right?
Guy, the building.
Yes, Guy, that's correct.
Okay.
But I think that the motion is already passed, Guy. All we're doing now is verifying details.
Very good.
Needed clarification. We're not going to, I don't think, have a motion to approve the project. We already did that.
All right.
Now, and I don't think Cyrus has probably been apprised of what's going on either, except maybe what he's going to post it up to speed for now. And he should probably comment, because I don't think he had an opportunity to comment. And not, well, if you have a conflict of interest, Guy, but I think everybody else has made their, commented on their feelings towards the project, and except Cyrus, possibly, and you, Guy.
I have no comments at this time. I had a brief chance to look over everything, and I I think the only thing I had was addressed just a moment ago. So I think I'm good.
The only other thing that I think that it's going to be a work in progress too, and I think John, and we've discussed it a little bit, is about as they uncover things up there, they have to make decisions as the project goes on that need to be made rather quickly because of construction schedules and just keeping people working, especially during the restoration or renovation of the facade of the building. I believe John indicated they have a professional company coming in to do that. And we should, I know I will, no matter what anybody says, because I will be in town, and I assume the schedule, according to Megan, was in the next 3 or 4 months, they want to try to get the project completed.
Correct.
So that we have an opportunity and should take advantage of going by, and John can also probably communicate to Paul, probably would be the most appropriate person if unforeseen conditions come up, and what those solutions might be that they have come to agreement on in terms of the contractors and the owner and the architects, just to run it by us to make sure that things aren't happening that would surprise us in the end, based on what our approvals were. Undoubtedly, I'm sure there's going to be unforeseen conditions when you're doing something as drastic to a building as they're going to be doing. That's nothing to be put in minutes or anything, just I think a procedural way that we have to approach this after we've issued the certificate of appropriateness for the project. I do believe that in the, Article 45 is our article, there are clauses in there for if the project does not go as we approved it. And John, you might just want to look at that, because we do have recourse to rescind it if we feel like it. I mean, as a board.
Sure. And I think as you and I discussed that potentially, like JV said, is that, as we uncover that basically glued on or mortared on faux stone on the lower section of the building, we may get into some masonry conditions, and that there may be brick missing from where there used to be a large wall sign on the building or something, and we may not be able to grab from Peter to pay Paul to get matching brick in every situation. And if it's too detrimental, we may end up then having to then come back to you guys and say, we're not going to be able to make this brick facade really completely match all the way throughout on that lower section. So then we need to probably look at going back to painting the facade to a certain extent on the lower section, just so that it's more uniform, which the building's basically been painted since sometime in the mid 1900s anyway, from our photos that we've seen. So we may have to go back there. That's not the original plan, but like John said, there may be a backup plan that we need to then revisit with you guys to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Okay. And I think that the fact that we're meeting today, which is not our regularly scheduled meeting, and we could get a quorum, it wouldn't be that difficult, especially with this Zoom thing. I don't know how things are going to change in the future, that we can all put our faces together and make a decision rather rapidly, which was something always made me nervous about this whole thing, that we would delay projects from happening. And this, to me, right today, shows that we've got the capability of responding appropriately to situations as they come up. And we're not going to be forced into anything. We don't have to accept something. We can make sure that it's what we're expecting, basically. That's all I have to say. And I don't know if there's much we need to do except vote on the approvals of, do we, Marianne? I mean, I don't know how to do this. Go ahead, Paul.
I was just going to say to Mr. Stevison, so this project kind of moved really quick. where things were already, you all were already in the pipeline with this project before, I think even it was brought to your attention that you needed to meet with us. In the future, I believe the preservation, and I don't want to speak on behalf of the preservation board, but if RVC or any of the other firms in town are about to do a project within the Uptown District, you should be welcome to reach out to the commission in advance of working to double check some of the requirements and get a little bit of guidance if you have initial questions before you even start doing your CAD drawings or anything.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean, most of the time we may at least kind of do some kind of early representation just so you have something visual to look at as we're walking through that initial period. And but no, it's definitely good. And I actually do have another one in the district that is starting to spin a little bit. So I'm sure we'll all be seeing each other very soon.
It's good. It's good.
Good, John.
I have one quick question for you, John. And it's my problem. I can't read what you've got for the materials on the awning. Could you just tell me? Materials?
It says that it will be a fabric material. It doesn't say that it'll be a vinyl material. It does say it's a fabric material.
Thank you so much. That was my big concern. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I know there are others on Court Street that are not, but this would be really nice. Else have any comments? If not,
Paul, is there any action we actually have to take then?
I don't think so. It might not be a bad idea if especially the members that were present on Monday. Looks like Richard has joined us as well, so you now have a full quorum of 7. You might want to have a vote just to confirm your findings from Monday, just for the good of the order and for the record, in case there's any questions. That way, it's in that we have that to document in the minutes, etc. That's all.
I'm not sure. May I change? Oh, no, I know. From Monday to now. Because now I'm completely satisfied with what's going on. So I guess we could take a vote. Who is in favor of the plans? Just signify aye if you are.
Aye.
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 I think I should probably abstain.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we had, okay. So Guy abstained. Voting against the plans? Is anyone voting against this? Nay?
No.
No. Okay. Then it sounds like these have passed very well. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You.
I think that
Thank
that's it for a special meeting, unless anyone has anything.
Move to adjourn.